Hi, welcome back. It's 20 minutes before 7 here on Morning Live. Consumer food producer Tiger Brands is not at this stage taking responsibility for the Listeriosis related deaths of 181 people in South Africa. The company says there have been no direct link between its products and the fatalities. This despite Health Minister Motsoaledi's announcement on Sunday that the origins of the deadly Listeria outbreak in the country were traced back to the Enterprise food factory in Polokwane. In a press briefing yesterday, the company also claims to have not been consulted prior to the recall of some of its products. So let's chat to Tiger Brands CEO Lawrence McDougall. He's in studio with me right now. Good to have you. Thanks very much for coming in.
Morning.
All right, so quite a press briefing you had yesterday, trying to sort of get your version of events out to the public. But let me begin by asking you, again, just to get perspective, were you aware of the tests that were being conducted by the health department?
Yes, of course we were. From the announcement in December that Listeriosis had been raised by the Department of Communicable Diseases. Obviously, you know, we started taking precautions in our factories and started working through all of our units with increased testing protocols and also making sure that the environment was clean for us to operate. We had a visit by the regulators in January in our factory, and they took over 400 swabs through our factory. So we've been working very, very close with them. We took our own swabs after that visit as well. And through the middle of January and February, we obviously worked with them very, very closely. So we've been working very closely with all the regulators through our factory and as things have evolved. Yeah. So yes, we have.
Where does the discrepancy come in, where you at this point are saying that you don't get the link from your manufacturing plants to the death of these 181 South Africans?
So where we are at the moment is that the minister on Sunday informed us that there was a link, that what they found in some of these swabs that they took in our factory, there was evidence of ST6 strain in our factory. And that's a similar strain that they apparently have found in some of the tests that they've done on some consumers. Those are environmental swabs and not product swabs. So there's no direct link here to the product and those people that got ill. Those are not related to deaths at all. So those are people that got sick from that. That was also a basket of products, not only Tiger Brands products. So at this stage...
Are you disputing their findings? I mean,
not at all. No, not at all.
Because it sounds like in a way you are.
No, we're not. So we're working very, very closely with them. We haven't seen the results yet. We've asked the minister and the department to share those results with us.
So as today, I mean, these were released. I mean, a big warning SMS came out to the media on Sunday night.
Yes.
I beg your pardon, Saturday night, saying that there would be a press briefing at 12 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. Here we sit on Tuesday morning, and you're saying you still don't have those results from the department.
We don't have. What we have received at 12:35 on Sunday is a notice from the NCC, the National Consumer Council, that they had 3 products that they would like us to withdraw. Frankfurters, bologna, and Russian sausages.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 products that they've identified that potentially have strains. What we've done, though, is we've been very, very proactive. Even with that information that we have, we immediately shut down both our Polokwane plant and our Germiston plant, just to make sure that we're protecting the consumer. So we shut the plants down, we stopped deliveries of all products. We've also undertaken a full recall of those products out of the market, just to be prepared. So we're not waiting for the results. We're not waiting for more communications. We met with the NCC yesterday. Yeah. They agreed to share those results with us and share more information with us. And we're hopefully going to get those later today. Yeah. So we've been very, very proactive to make sure that the product is withdrawn. We had the press briefing yesterday, I'm meeting with you today, to make sure that the consumer is very, very aware of what's going on, and that we've been proactive. So, you know, I don't want to...
I'm going to dispute you on the proactive side because, and perhaps you can dispute this finding, but is it not true that on the 14th of February, results already came through showing that there were slight traces in these products with listeriosis? 18 days later, it took the Department of Health to make a major announcement for you to recall these products. Did you already know 18 days ago that there was a trace? Just a trace.
So Listeria is found generally in the environment, and I think the Health Minister and many other regulatory bodies and yourselves have put out that knowledge to consumers, that Listeria is found in our environment. Through the testing code protocols and the standards that we have, when you test below 100 CFUs per gram, that's effectively seen as non-detectable, and even below 10. So yes, we did find some traces of Listeria, but it was very, very low levels and below 10. Historically, that would have not been a concern at all. As we've worked with the health department, we've said that potentially these new strains might be more aggressive, and therefore we wanted to do. So when we met with them in February, we said, listen, this is what is starting to happen. We've increased our protocols, we've increased our testing, we're increasing our standards, we're improving our standards. And if we do find those low levels, whereas we haven't in the past, but we are going to start recalling those products. And where we did on one particular product, we did withdraw it out of the market. But it was at very, very low levels, would have not necessarily been harmful to humans to consume.
Yeah, but clearly there is something very wrong happening with the product. I mean, I think where the alarm bells rang was where those young children in a preschool in Soweto, where all of them got sick. And I think the saddest point of this is that that it's young children that have been affected mostly by this.
Exactly, and
that is the saddest point. Now, your tests that you're doing, how different are they, and when can we expect them? When can they be revealed to the public?
The tests for...
You say that you're waiting for your own tests from your special test that you're doing for Listeria.
No, we're not going to wait for anything. I mean, if the government gives us those tests, we're actually going to use them. We'll use them. So we're not waiting to confirm their results.
So you're not doing your own tests?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so when are those coming in?
They're available all the time. We do them on a regular basis.
So there's no special test that you're waiting for? Because yesterday at the press conference you said you're waiting for something.
Yes, so let me be clear. You test immediately and you get identification of any strain, any pathogens in the product, right? You then have to test for the strain. What hasn't been tested yet is for the strain. And the Minister on Sunday for the first time said that in the tests they'd done in the factory in early February, they'd now had confirmation that ST6 was found in the environment in our factory. There's no identification, as far as I'm aware, that they've proved that it was in our product. So yes, and therefore they've created the link to what was found in the children in Soweto that said that was ST6, they found it in our environment, and therefore they created the link. But there's been no proof yet that we found it in the product.
Let's take a quick break here on the programme.
Sure.
We'll continue, if that's fine with you, and also perhaps take some questions from viewers if you are concerned in any way, which I gather a lot of South Africans are at this point in time, cleaning up fridges, standing in queues to try and get refunds and all other issues. Let's try and get some answers to some of those pressing questions. Do stay tuned.